I'm going to put it here because this one is loose. God is good, and all the time. Turn to your neighbor and say hi. Can you smile at them? Just give a big smile. Wengine they are grinning instead of giving a smile. Sijaona hiyo high five, high five, high five, high five to your neighbor. High five to your neighbor. Good. It is good to be here. Wow, very nice. So myself, I'm Lilian. As Father Victor has mentioned, Lilian Wairimo Maina Kebugi. I am the Family Life Coordinator at the Archdiocese of Nairobi, and also a counseling psychologist. And I didn't come alone, but you just wave. Some of us will be privileged. Some of us will be privileged to hear this before we get into marriage. Others are already in their relationships. They'll also be able to understand maybe what they are doing right or what maybe they need to change, the strategies to enforce and all that. And I'm excited because of Father Victor and the team, because they thought it was wise we talk about this topic, because most of the time it is assumed in the church, because in marriage is only where you get the certificate before you go to the course, and you are told now you have graduated, and you are graduating with somebody who is already 18 years and above, and you are also 18 years above and above. So because of time, I want us to go direct to the topic, and maybe just to begin with, I just want maybe to understand the manners. How many of us here have had a crush? How many of us? You are in charge. How many of us have had a crush? It is very normal, you know. It's very normal. You know, it is quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate if you walk from railway station, if you are a lady. You walk from railway station and you are well and smartly dressed all the way to university way, and there is no man who will turn on your side. Something is wrong. Same with men. If you just walk in the streets of Nairobi and there's no lady looking up to you, and you feel you are sharply dressed and you are walking in that majestic style, then something is wrong. So having a crush is very normal. It's very natural. It's very human, because human beings are both divine and human. And I'm informed that confessions are still going on in that box. Yeah, it's important you take this advantage, because it's a rare thing. So we are saying human beings are relational beings, and so it is very natural for people to be admired and to admire. You are not wrong. Being a Christian, you became a Christian before you became a human being before you became a Christian. So it means emotions, feelings, thoughts and actions were there even before you got baptized. And that is why it is important to talk about these aspects, because they relate to us so well as human beings. So what are we saying about relationship, dating and courtship? I'll start by talking about character, because without character, even if you date a saint, an angel, you can never be able to sustain. And somebody said character is who you are when no one else can see you. Those things that you do in the bathroom alone. You sing a Celine Dion song from beginning to the end and you finish in the bathroom. But when you come to choir, sinanga sauti. Character is who you are when no one else can see you. And Bill Graham said that it is good to watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts because they become your words. It's also important to watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. Watch your habits because they become your character. And character is your destiny. Abia mwenzako, character is your destiny. So guard your character daily. It is very important to guard. An elevator will take you up there. But the only thing that will keep you up there is self-discipline. Self-discipline is character. So it is very important even as we think about the relationship, the dating and the courtship, we think about who am I? What is my character? What am I made of? What are my values? What is my belief system? Where are my actions? Where are my thoughts? That is exactly what is going to guide us even as we continue thinking about relationship, dating, and courtship. And for all these things to happen, there is the aspect of love. Abia mwenzako love. Love. What is love? What is love? There's a difference between being in love and love itself.
It's a very great distinction. Being in love is just a feeling, it's just an wave, an emotion. It comes, it's so circumstantial, you know. It's so trivial. It is so attached to other things. That is being in love. But what is love in itself? Love is not a feeling. So if somebody tells you, I love you today, and tomorrow they don't want to see you, run. Because that is the way. It can be swept away. And once it's swept away by somebody else, then you are done. So love is a deep. Love is a deep. Unity is a deep unity. Coming from the mind, that is the thoughts. Coming from the heart, and of course the body. Love involves and incorporates your mind, your body, and your soul. A feeling maybe because I'm feeling I love you today because you're looking beautiful today, you're very healthy today, very smart today, that is why I feel like I love you, or you do something to me. But when we're talking about the love that will lead you to a greater relationship, dating all the way to courtship and marriage, it has to be that deep unity from within, which is maintained by willpower. Maintained by willpower. I need a power from within. I am not forced by circumstance. I'm not doing it because everyone is having a boyfriend. I also want to talk about a boyfriend. No. It's because I know I love this person for who they are. Love does not love somebody when they are in a suit. They also love them when they're in pajamas, when they are in their clothes. But when in love, somebody may love you because you're always in a suit. But when they put you jogging in a short, and you can imagine the legs of men when they're in a short. They don't look at you twice. That is not love. That is feeling in love. So it is very important even as we think about these. We ask ourselves, do we even have love for ourselves? Because the world is a mirror. Whatever you give to the world, it gives back. So can you make me think about the 5 languages of love? before we think about any other person. The 5 languages of love. The first language of love is what we call physical touch. Some of us, when we think about the love language, we only think that we can only touch the other person. Some of us have never even hugged themselves. And that is why when you try to hug them, they run away. Physical touch, small things, even massaging yourself. It is a physical touch, a sign of love for yourself. You never be shocked when the other person is massaging you. You are used to it. Maybe you are only affirming what I do. Physical touch, small things. So that you don't get put under the bus. When somebody touches you, you feel like heaven is coming down because you've never touched yourself. The second love language is service. Giving yourself service. Don't take me the wrong way. I'm talking about serving yourself. Hey, I can see where you're going. I'm talking, well, serving yourself is about having self-care. It's about self-care. Self-care is not being selfish. You take yourself out for a date. As a lady, you buy yourself flowers, then you take a photo and you put it in the status. So by the time he's bringing you a bouquet, you will be having a gauge. Otherwise, you bring you 2 roses and you'll be excited over the phone, telling everyone you got a bouquet because you never got yourself a bouquet. Yourself, going for lunch before you pay bills. When you get your salary for those who are working, the first person you need to treat is not your boyfriend, it's not your girlfriend, it's yourself. You're the one who has been working for the last 30 days. During your birthday, buy yourself a gift, even if nobody gives you, you don't care. The love language is gifting. Gift yourself. Some of us don't even remember our birthday, but we remember the birthday of the other person. You don't even know your favorite color, so you can't even buy yourself a gift of your color. But you know the color of every friend that you have. Ndio mwenzangu tafadhali.
Nakuona. Sipende.
Take out.
Take yourself.
The other one is spending quality time. Time is an asset. Time is an asset. You find somebody has time for everything, but not more time for themselves. And that is why you are not able to connect with your feelings. You are not able to connect with your emotions. You don't even know your character is. Because you are so much concerned every time you are everywhere with everyone. You don't even love hiking, but because your friend is going for a hike. You love watching movies, but because your friend is a hike person, you forget about yourself. Have you put some anchor? Hey, love yourself. There's no way you can give what you don't have. You want to be loved. You want to love, and you want to love yourself. How is that? What is this? What is this mechanism you are using? What word are you using? Why are you getting this love that you They don't even know what they love. You can imagine, they don't even know what they love. Okay. Alright. Because of time, I wanted to dive to the issue of relationship. That was just a prelude just to bring me to speech and on what we want to discuss today. So, relationship. I want us to talk about relationship. And let us remember even before we move away from love. You can go and read the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It's talking about or it describes love. Now love is patient. You know? Love is kind. When is the last time you were kind to yourself? I forgot to mention the other love language of words of affirmation. Words of some people here don't even know whether they are handsome or they are beautiful or how they look like. Because even themselves, they don't look at themselves in the mirror. They tell themselves, by the way, Lilian, you're wonderful and fearful. You are beautiful. When is the last time you told yourself that? And there are some people here who are waiting for others to tell them, you are beautiful, you are handsome, I love you. Yes, you don't even know. And each one of us tells themselves, I love you. For the ladies, you are beautiful. Tell yourself, I am beautiful. For the men, I'm handsome. They don't even know how handsome. Okay, what is now? What is relationship? Let us talk about relationship. Remember, when we are talking about relationship, dating and courtship, it is not a uniform. It is not anything that is we can talk about. It has a way, it is well aligned, it must move. But of course, there are levels that you can be able to build a relationship and you can be able to tell where am I heading. The disadvantage we are having is that many people, they are falling in love instead of loving each other. And because of that, they are getting blinded. And in the process, they think they love each other. And they start doing things that people love each other instead of being friends. There is also the difference between love and lust. Remember, love grows with time. Love grows with lust happens very fast. Love is based on emotional connection. Love is based on emotional connection. Lust is based on physical attraction. So if I see you without makeup and I don't love you the way I loved you yesterday when you wear makeup, that is lust. Love respects boundaries. Lust ignores red flags. Somebody steps on you and says, I'm sorry, I never meant it. And you're like, anyway, he loves me. Slaps you and then kisses you. In the other, the good, anyway, he feels good. And I feel good when he kisses me. And yesterday, what did he do? He slapped you or she slapped you. Love is the real you. That is love. It sees the real you. We'll be able to accept you when you are tired, when you are sad, when you are exhausted, when you are happy, when you are annoyed. That is the real you. Love focuses on appearance only. If you look like love or lust? Asikujibu hata tuishie hapo hiyo. Wacha hili fanye nini? Ishie hapo. So what is relationship building? I want us to talk about how to build the relationship. Because the relationship is the base. And when we are talking about relationship, I'm talking about this because this is a world that is full of rash decisions pertaining to friendships, relationships, all the way to marriage. Somebody meets somebody today, kwa lift, awaongeleshani, kesho they meet, they say hi. That is the next thing. You know, as when we were growing up, there was a story of somebody called Simon Makode who was born on a Monday and by Friday he was dead. That is the same case that is happening in most of our relationships, especially the young people. Because we are meeting quickly and we think that we have been connected. By Friday, you are spending in your friend's house. You ask them what is the second name, you don't even know. Even the short name of the name, it may not be what you think. She's Sylvia, but she's called Sly. You don't know it is Sylvia. You know? Many things that are happening. That is why it is important to make wise choices. It is also important to understand ourselves so that you can prepare for meaningful and lasting love. So, what is to be friends before dating and courtship? What is to be friends before courting, dating and courtship? When we talk about being friends, it's about developing a relationship. You develop a relationship. When you talk about developing, it means there are steps that need to be taken. There is work that needs to be put in. There is thought that needs to be put in. There are strategies that you need to think of. There are actions that you need to embrace. That is about developing. Because as a friend, at the point of friendship, there is normally no pretense. At friendship zone, there is no pretense. I am who I am. Accept me as I am. Appreciate me for who I am. And we move on. So what are some of the levels or the stages? I'm a bit fast because of our time. The first stage of the relationship is strangers. Here was strangers. Strangers is like the way you live, and sometimes there are those who came here for the first time. You met somebody and you say hi. You meet somebody in the hallway. You meet somebody in the lift, in a mat. This is the first level. Mostly basically what happens at the strangers level, they are just greetings, the normal greetings, or getting involved in the public activities that involve any other person. The other one, the second stage, is now becoming an acquaintance. This person now becomes, you start getting acquainted to this person. This one is a relationship now that is based on connection because of the activities that we are involved in. Like now we are in youth serving Christ, we are in YCA. Because of this and we are meeting in many activities, we become acquainted. We have not done much. We may not even know the second name. But you find some people they meet twice in Catholicity, and that is it. The third level is now the true friendship, true or close friendship. Here, there is now the bond starts growing. There are some shared values. There is some people start now confiding in each other. You start getting to know, where do you live? What do you do for a living? Where do you come from? Now you are growing. Step by step. Others they start asking these questions at strangers level. You even want to know, how many are you in your family? Somebody back off. You'll be like, hey, this family is too much. Yeah? Hapo sasa mtu wako anakufanya nini? Anakuponyoka. The other level is intimate. Intimate now, you have developed some trust. Actually not some trust. Some deep trust. This person you are now confiding. You can even go out together, have coffee together, have dinner together, without feeling like you are unsafe. When you are vulnerable, in your sickness, in your lack, you can be able to talk to them and tell them, this is exactly what is happening. Now this is intimate, which is also part of spiritual. It also involves sharing our spirituality, our religious beliefs and backgrounds. It comes in here. Still, in the building of relationship, there is another aspect of self-intimacy. Self-intimacy, this is the practice of knowing, honoring, and communicating your feelings about now the formed relationship. Most of us don't go to self-intimacy, and that is where we go wrong. Because we think what they are saying and how they accepted us, we have also accepted the same. Self-intimacy, you need to go now to your own cocoon. Evaluate. Get to know yourself better about the feelings towards this friendship that you have formed. The shared values that you are having, are they real? Are they going to last? Am I into it? Because if you're not into it after now having the self-intimacy, you better break up before you go to the next level of dating. I want now to talk about why you need to build a relationship or a friendship before dating and courtship. What are some of the reasons as to why it is important to be friends first before you start talking about my partner, my person? You get any?
My permanent. My permanent. My man.
My woman. My babe. Anyway, we are saying the reasons as to why it is important to become a friend to this person before you develop all this. Why? The first reason is friends trust each other more than lovers. Are you aware of that? So you can imagine if you start from behind. By the time you are becoming a friend, what have you done?
Messed up.
You've broken so many things along the way that you may never meet in your life. Swambia mwenzako, enda pole pole. Enda? Pole pole, cheza chini, mwambie cheza chini. Remember, when you are now in friendship, you are in an open space. So that means you can still date another person. No, you are not attached to this person. But now if you get to know somebody on Monday, you go straight to in the cubicle on Friday, before you marry. Are you aware of that? And that is why it is not very risky to be involved with different men and women. You lose your value, you lose your value. You always have to apply makeup for you to have your identity. I'm talking about when you have sex with multiple people and they are not your husband or they are not your life partner. You lose yourself. You lose? And that is why when you see people continue growing together old, what happens to them?
They look alike.
They start looking alike. You think they look alike because they are lived together, sitting and looking at each other like this. It's because they have been exchanging each other. It is like blood transfusion. Abia mwenzako, stop transfusing your blood. Tunajiona? Are we somewhere? Okay. I'm told that I'm having few minutes and I'm not even touched on courtship and dating. Okay. Let me go direct to dating rights. I've given you an overview on relationship, but now I want to talk about dating rights in the next 5 minutes and the courtship in the next 5 minutes so that I know we'll have a follow-up to talk about all these things. So when we're talking about dating, now we have moved from being friends, we have formed a relationship, and now we have decided, I think after now self-intimacy, I have decided you are the right person. I think we can now move to the next level of dating. Dating is a state of romantic relationship. And when I'm talking about romantic, I'm talking about connection of the mind and the emotions, not the body. Remember, the key principles in dating is the first one is chastity. Abia mwenzako, chastity. Physical intimacy is reserved for marriage. Is reserved for? I'm just talking about sexual time. If you want to change your skin color, sleep with every person you meet around the road. By the end of 2026, you will not be able to find yourself. Dating should be respectful. Because God's plan for sexuality is about a man and woman who have been joined together in holy matrimony. Chastity is not just saying no to sex, no. It is respecting your body. Your body is the temple of the Lord. It is respecting the other person also, who has been created in the likeness and in the image of God. Chastity is loving in the right way at the right time. Loving in the right way at the right time. So even when you're talking about dating, there's some boundaries that you need to discuss together. The boundaries on the physical boundaries. Up to what extent can we go? you're just dating, but this person goes in and out with clothes and without clothes. And that is why some people letting go becomes an issue. Somebody has moved on and you're still clinging to them. Simply because your nakedness is known. Pia mwenzako emotional boundaries. Of course, there is also the digital boundaries. Digital boundaries. And he said to me, your photo, Suji, bathing. For what? And you are very quick there. Yeah? You go with your majestic there. You are even dancing in the bathroom. And this person you are not dancing. Then when you break up, and you know eternal does not forget, it keeps on reminding us. A time like this in 2024. Another key principle in dating is respect and honesty. Respect and honesty. It's not about materials. It's not about the appearance. But because of me being human, that dignity of being human, somebody should respect that in dating. The other principle is accountability. Not every time saying, I did this because you did this. You are the one who provoked me. Otherwise, I'm a calm person. Let us see your calmness before I come in.
Oh my goodness. Watu wako wameshika hiyo.
Come back to church. Let us come back to church.
Saizi watu wanafikiri.
Let us come back to church. I know the topic is nice, but anyway. So, in dating right, we are saying, the one says, date for fun, try many people, follow your feelings. That is what the world says. The world says, date for fun, try many people, follow your feelings. But the church says, date with purpose. Date with? Remember, dating is a process of discernment. You want to decide whether you are the right person or whether the other person is the right. But now if you go the wrong way, it is for fun. Let me try as many people as I want. And follow my feelings today. My feelings today are for Brian. Tomorrow they are for...
Careful. Careful. Allah.
So what are the stages of dating? The first one is initial meeting and trust. The third one, enlightenment is whereby now you start feeling closer to them. You start feeling like you want to become closer to them. The feelings become more evident and you can be able to say exactly how you are feeling afterwards. Then of course the other one is commitment or engagement. This one you've already gone through the whole process and now together you have agreed. You have a good understanding of your partner or your friend, values, beliefs, and character. And here now you can start having what you call open and honest conversations about the relationship and the way forward. So what are you supposed to consider when you are dating? The first one, keep dates short. Keep dates short. Yes. least not more than 90 minutes. So let me go to courtship because of time. I only have set 5 minutes. Okay, I am told this is a topic that will require almost a whole day for us to sit here and even talk about. Actually, I'm just rushing. I think for courtship, we can be able to discuss it in our next. But before I finish, I want to talk about red flags. It is very important in all levels from relationship all the way to dating and courtship. It is good to be very careful on both red and green. Yes, because they work together. Life is not one-sided, just both. Some of the red flags to watch out. They are actions. You are not able to speak out to your mind. You are walking on eggshells. Number 3, partner gets mad when you go out to anyone they think doesn't like them. Insecurities, openly criticizing you or mocking you, body shaming and all that. Everything is all about them. They are selfish. You even buy a gift for yourself. They don't even appreciate that gift and tell you it is nice. The first thing they'll ask you, will you buy me? Something. Not being allowed to go out with your family or friends without them. CCTV, GPS. You stop doing things that you used to love to do. Because of them. Nani hapendi, kwa hivyo pia mimi sipe. That is a red flag. Never apologizing or taking accountability. Always blaming you for their bad behavior. Discouraging your goals and your dreams. Those are some of them. A green flag. What are some of the green flags? yourself with them. They encourage and support your individual goals. You are able to communicate your feelings without fear. They take accountability for their actions. They are active listeners. They set healthy boundaries. They make an effort to do things, the things that you like or do. They also demonstrate respect. They demonstrate? Yes. So, this is what I want to tell you as we go home this evening. I call them the days. The first day, Tijue. Apia mwenzako Tijue. Know yourself. The second day, Jipende. Self-love. Apia mwenzako self-love. And I'm not sorry about it.
I'm not sorry about it.
The third one, GMC. Uphold yourself to that level. You know? Akitaka akukuli kutoka hapa lakini usijishushe wapi. The other one is jiamini. Akija mwenzako jiamini. Believe in yourself. The other one is jitunze. Akija mwenzako jitunze. Take care of yourself. And the last one, jitume. Self-drive. Self. And I wish you all the best as you navigate this journey.
I believe we can appreciate Madam Lilian better. Amesema keep dating short. Yaani majamaa tukienda kuona game ya Man U, ukitoa half time, hiyo 90 minutes peke yake ndio dating. Game ile yote ndio kuongea. So I created a book for 90 minutes. So thank you very much, Madam Lilian, for that. We were there right. So because of time, we request that put a things there. Now, briefly, we want to invite Bada, who is going to give us a brief, then we put it to a bag after that. Karibisheni Bada na makofi tafadhali. Lilian hata kama hapo ameanza. So nikiwa mwenyekiti pale nikasema badala ya kuharakisha hizi pointi za hapa mwisho, the next Catholicity itakuwa ni karibu ni chini. The next Catholicity itakuwa ni it is every 2 months. So the next Catholicity Kimaya imeniambia is going to be on June tarehe 5. Na nikafikiria sikinaweza patia, tulikuwa na plan of life 2 sessions. Tunaweza kuwa na friendship, dating and courtship 2 editions. So this one, edition 1. Those of a similar opinion that Lilian should come for edition 2 on June 5th. Say aye. Tarehe 5 Juni, asante sana. Then we thought, as part of the follow-up of these conversations, there will be a number on the screen. The number is 011-229 ama 229696. Wale ambao, sikiza makini, usitume M-Pesa kwanza. Wale ambao you are in a serious relationship, you are wale ambao inamaanisha ako kwa mama yake. Inamaanisha ako kwake ama kwinyu, bora haiko kwa ndoto. Sio nakozeni hapo. It must be a real man or a woman. A real man or a woman with whom you are in a relationship, serious relationship. Na sio ile you don't know where you are. Unajua pale kwa relationship status ya Facebook inaanzaga na single, alafu
unsure.
So take the number, then go and talk to your person if you feel that you want or he would want to be part of that group. And then text, write Catholicity, and then hyphen your name, and then send a WhatsApp message. And I'm saying serious couples, we want to begin at home. Hey, so hatutaki mtu ametoa mtu wake soko amemleta kanisa, alafu wewe unakuja kanisa kutafuta mtu mwenye ametoa mtu soko. Hata wewe enda soko. So kwa hiyo we will have some very serious community guidelines, and it will be a group for couples who are seriously considering marriage or seriously considering settling down. Kama ni relationship inahitaji upatanisho, maanisha kuna vile saa hii kwa pamoja, lakini kama iko kwa roho, andika hapo Catholicity, your name, alafu
Patanisho.
And then myself and Kimaya and Joan, the youth office and the family life department, will call those guys. We'll have a conversation with huyo mwenye upatanisho. Then we see whether we can actually have a serious journey. So those couples who are going to be on that WhatsApp, I am the one who's going to be the WhatsApp, and I am going to be their group. Wale wakafanisiki tunajua labda inatoleanga. Hapo hakuna bujubuju, hakuna huruma. Hapo ni marriage certificate na watoa. And then we have maybe monthly sessions. Every month, one day, we say on a certain day, maybe the last Wednesday of every month or the last day of a certain day, we shall be having online webinars with people like Lilian, with people like Steve Siwa, with people like Nancy, Dr. Nancy of My Afia, with people like Sister Dr. Kasisi, Pastor Nairobi, and many others that you would suggest that you want to have a meeting. So kama kuna mtu wako ambaye uko naye ama kwa mama yake